Hello everyone, welcome back to Fur Baby Fleece. My name is Sydney if you don't know, if you're new here, but today I wanted to give you guys a new video and we're going to do a Meet My Pigs. So as you may or may not know, I have 14 guinea pigs. They're all girls. I have two separate herds. I have a herd of 11 and a herd of 3. The herd of 3 is a little bit more dominant of a herd, whereas my herd of 11 is very laid back, very submissive. So I'm actually going to start with the bottom herd and then we'll move to the top ones. So we're going to be starting off with an interesting one. This is Harper. She is very skittish around people. She is about, I want to say just over a year old. She's also my chunkiest pig, but she came from a hoarding situation. The rescue lady, she said that they had a bunch of pigs in a room and they were just kind of breeding, and she was able to luckily step in and save some of the ladies. As you can see, her ears are like a little bit chewed up. But yeah, she's getting a lot better. She gets along really well in a herd. I think the other pigs make her feel super safe. She's over here trying to jump out of my hands. But yeah, say hi to Harper. And then next up we have Miss Cookie. Whoa! Cookie is my senior guinea pig. I know, I'm sorry. She is 8 years old. I'm gonna go ahead and put her back soon because she really does not like being held. She loves being pet. She's not a fan of being held and carried around. Yeah, she's 8 years old, probably going to turn 9 soon. I don't know her exact birthday. I just know that the person I had adopted her from had said that they had her for about 6 to 7 years. So she was already pretty old when I got her. She's losing a lot of weight, but the vet says it's probably due to she has several growths along her spleen and her liver, which seems to be cancerous, but with her age, there's not much she can do. She isn't in any pain, but I do give her CBD on a day-to-day basis or whenever she needs it, because she also has arthritis. This is Cookie. Say goodbye. And our third piggy up is Miss Minnie. Miss Minnie is about 5 years old now. Oh, you got something on your nose. There we go. She's about 5 years old now. She's my smallest pig that is fully grown. She's not the least weight, but she's just the smallest size-wise. She's just a tricolor American, your typical guinea pig, but she is super sweet. She doesn't really like being pet, but she's really sweet when she is. She likes being out and about, and she's really, used to people. The family I got her from before, they had small kids, so she is pretty used to loud noises and being rough-handled. Not that that's what I do with her, but she is pretty good about just, sitting still and letting things happen. Nail trims are a whole different story. But yeah, this is Minnie. Alright, and next up we have Little Peanut. She is the youngest of my herd. She is probably about, I want to say 5 months now. I'll have to do the math exactly, but she's not quite even half a year yet. She's still really little, and she's my only skinny pig. She came to me because some guy had left few guinea pigs at my work, and she was the only female. Oh my gosh, she was the only female that was in with 3 boys, so of course I needed to separate her and didn't really have enough spare room, so I had decided to do a health check and try to bind her in with my herd because this was a very unexpected rehoming situation. I really didn't imagine to get 4 more guinea pigs, but I ended up with this sweetie right here. She got along great with the girls. She's a little bossy now, and she likes to smush down all my houses, but this is Little Peanut. Kind of want to name her Dumbo, but Peanut fit her because, I don't know, I just call her Little Peanut. She's really sweet. Hi, Missy, I know. I know you have to go back soon. Her nails are really sharp because she still has a little baby pig nails. Oh my gosh. You ready to go back home? She's a little climber and a nibbler and a licker. Depends on what mood she's in. Right now she's giving me kisses. But yeah, this is Peanut, my only skinny pig. It's more like werewolf, I think. She's got a little beard right there. Alright, next up we have Miss Stella. Stella's my only long hair pig. I think she's like a Swiss or something. I'm not exactly sure on her breed. But she has the really long flowy hair, especially on her butt. But it's not super long where it needs to be groomed or maintained. But she is about 5, again, like Minnie, maybe a little bit younger. She had came from a girl who kept them in the tiniest cages I've ever seen. One of them was bug infested, which was the boys that I had gotten from her. He unfortunately passed away about a month into having him, and the girl that I had gotten from her passed away after about 4 days. They both had, one of them had a head tilt, which was probably from an untreated ear infection or other, and then the other one had died of ileus. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's a gastrointestinal thing where their gut isn't able to contract the way it usually would, keeping slowing down digestion and causing GI stasis. She had seen a vet, and what they had told me to do had helped, but only for about a day, and then she kind of snapped back. But Stella, she's the lucky one. She recovered. She still has a little bit of like weight things to get over. She's putting on weight. She also loses it quite often. Her last vet check said she was doing pretty well. They gave me an antifungal shampoo for me to bathe her in because she does have some bald patches, and they didn't see anything of like ovarian cysts or any of that sort. So yeah, we thought it maybe just might just be like the start of a fungal thing. But yeah, this is Stella. Say bye-bye. And next up we have Miss Valentine, who does not want to be on camera and also does not want to come out of her house for the video. Valentine. She was actually my very first my very first pig. Before I had started, learning about the rescue and how many guinea pigs are being rehomed all the time, I had actually gotten my first two from Petco, as most people would. I had asked them which guinea pig had been there the longest, and they had told me that she's been returned a few times for being aggressive, which I never had that problem with her. When she was with Peaches, which was my second first pig that I had gotten when I had gotten her, she was the more dominant of the two, but she was never really aggressive like they were talking about, and now she's in a herd of 11, so that really shows you how unaggressive she is. Yeah, this is Valentine. She is my only red-eyed piggy. She's a pew piggy, and she's also an obsidian, and she is probably about, I think she's getting close to 2 or just over 2 years old. But yeah, bye Valentine. And then here is another one of my first piggies. This is Peaches. This is actually, I guess you could say, my second pig because Valentine's my first one. She's the second one I picked out. She just seemed very, kind of attached to Valentine. They were kind of side by side. She was very calm, very, easygoing with the other pigs. That's why I had picked her out. She's also this really cute American with like the blonde and white color. But yeah, she is the second of the only two that I have not rescued from I don't want to say rescued from a rehoming situation, but had not purchased from a pet store. Yeah, this is Peaches. Say hi to everybody. She's a little bit less shy than Valentine. She's also my second biggest pig weight-wise, and probably size-wise. She is really chunky. But yeah, she is really sweet. She just didn't feel like coming out for camera today. Goodbye. Want chin rub? She's like, no, where's my food? Next up, we have Hunnie. Hunnie is pretty much like my third or fourth pig. I had gotten Minnie and Hunnie from the same home. She is, she's about the same age as Valentine and Peaches because she was also still really young when I got her. She was from the family that had the kids and could no longer afford to feed them. She is really sweet. She is probably about 2 years right now. She definitely put on a lot of weight from when I first had her. She was tiny when I first had adopted her. And she is my only crested piggy. She's really cute. Hi. But again, I think she's just American crested. I don't know exactly entirely on her breed, but she also gives me lots of kisses. Not on camera, it's okay. She's a little camera shy. Oh, there she goes. Alright, next up we have Missy Victoria, who is supposedly Harper's sister. They're presumed to be litter mates since they were the same age when they had rescued the guinea pigs from that house. Victoria is probably about 1.5 years now. Maybe a year, I'm not sure exactly. Again, I don't know any of my guinea pigs' birthdays because they just give me like a presumed age, so it's mostly just an estimate. But yeah, this is Victoria. there's not too much about her. She's still not too fond of humans. She's a little bit better when she's in the cage, you know, coming out when I'm, you know, I got poop on me, maintaining them and whatnot. But for the most part, yeah, she's pretty shy, especially when she's out and about. Although during floor time, she was always the one that would, you know, come by my feet and come check me out. She was the braver of the two. Harper's definitely my most skittish pig. She's getting better. She does really good with the other piggies, though. That's why I like her. Say bye-bye. She's like, put me back, please. Oh. Alright, and we have now made it to Miss Lucy. Lucy had came with her sister. Well, I don't think it was her sister. It was her cage mate, Daisy. Daisy was about 5 years old. She had a chronic upper respiratory infection, which I was had her on meds for about a month. We would notice improvements, and then it was almost like she'd snap right back to it. If you put her up to your ear, you would just hear the harsh breathing sounds like in her lungs and stuff. We tried multiple things, nothing was working, and unfortunately she had passed about a month and a half into having her. But Lucy, her cage mate, she was surprisingly lucky. She did not have the respiratory that her sister had. She's also was much younger. She's probably about 4 years old, 3 years old now. She's not very fond of humans. She's also very laid back with the other pigs in the cage. She's social. She kind of likes to hang back, and she likes to take her veggies away from the others and eat them in the corner. She's just different in that respect. She's a very pretty obsidian. She's got the black and orange. She's also not too sure what I'm doing with her right now. She's a really sweet pig, and she's probably about my... I think she was like my 8th pig, I'm pretty sure. I'm not really sure about that one. But yeah, this is Lucy. And last but not least, this is Petunia. Petunia is approximately about 3 or 4 years old. Got her when she was 2 years old, so I've had her for about a year. The owner that I had gotten her from, she's really hard to see on camera, but the owner I had gotten her from, she had moved in with her daughter temporarily. She had some like family stuff going on, and when she had moved in there, she had already had, like, her daughter had 3 large dogs, one of them which had already killed one of her cats. So she did the smart thing and rehomed all of her small pets, including the cats and Miss Petunia here. She's a really sweet pig. She has always been a little chunky, and she's had a fungal issue around the back of her legs, which they think is fly strike. A very mild case of it, but it's just like no matter how many times you treat it, we've used like Kitten Revolution, tried just, you know, bath rinsing it off. We've also tried lower calcium diets. It doesn't really seem to want to go away. But right now she's clear of it, and it probably is going to come back in about a month or two. The vet and I are very unsure of what it is and what's causing it. But yeah, this is Miss Petunia here. She's so cute. And that is the rest of my 11 pig herd, or I guess I call it the bottom herd because they are the lower level of the cage. Now we're going to move on up to our top herd. There is 3 piggies up there. We have Peppa, we have Potato, and then there is Mira. And let's get over to them. So we got, these guys are in need of a spot clean. I did scatter some hay over here. But this is Miss Mira. She came to me with Miss Potato, who's back there peeking. Mira is about 2 years old approximately. She was about 9 months when I had gotten her, so yeah, about just under 2 years. She's an obsidian. She's also got extra toes on her back feet. She is the shyest to, you know, humans are most unsure. Of the 3 of them, this is very unusual for her. Yeah, she's the most like, I don't really know what to do about you guys, guinea pig up here. She is very sweet. You can cuddle with her, and she likes to just kind of sit on your chest and look out at everything going on. Hi, Missy Mira. This is really unusual for her. Can I pet you? About right on the nose? Is that allowed? No. But yeah, this is Mira. Then in here we have Miss Peppa. Miss Peppa's usually out and about and likes to get pet. She was actually just diagnosed with a heart murmur last time we went to the vet. She's about 1.5 years old, maybe a little younger, around there anyways. I got her when she was just under a year old. But the vet said that they heard a heart murmur and wasn't going to put her on any sort of heart meds until she is either older or she's starting to get worse. Because right now it's not too much of an emergency, it's just more of something to watch, and just keep in mind if she ever needs to go under for any sort of procedure. Because that does complicate matters a little bit. But Peppa is really sweet. Oh my gosh! Well, that is unlike her. But yes, this is Miss Peppa. Usually she wants to be pet, but I think it disturbed her nap. And last but not least, I have Miss Potato. They're all slowly kind of migrating away from me because they're like extremely annoyed. But Miss Potato is about the same age as Mira, so about 2 years old or just under. She's really sweet, but she is the most dominant of all my guinea pigs. She is also the one that started most fights. Not with these two up here, but when I have tried to introduce them to the bottom ones, oh my gosh, it was just like hair and flying everything. My dog wants it, I'm sorry. Yeah, that is Miss Potato. And that is all 14 of my guinea pigs. I'm in the middle of something, man. Can you come over here? Come on, over here. This is my dog, Koba. Sit down. Sit down. That's literally right where you just were. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching and checking out my 14 guinea pigs. Be sure to leave any comments or questions that you might have down in the comments. Jesus, my dog is so distracting. But yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye! I forgot to say, this is my 15th guinea pig, Koba. Yeah, you don't like being called a guinea pig, do you?